we are back. 2026 football season is officially underway with that throw by the umpire. And what a massive, massive day it was down at Phillip Island. Of course, a new team over the off-season and new colours to start our way for the 2026 season with a massive tackle there to kick things off by Debba. But yes, if you have been following my journey, we are in new threads for 2026, playing for the Warragul Industrials, and we actually find ourselves down at Phillip Island against Phillip Island for a huge, and I mean it was a huge crowd down at the island for Easter Saturday. Technically round 2, but we're going to list this as the first game because that is what it is, and the fixture was weird about it. Anyway, moving on. So, as you can tell, actually take a nice mark there. We'll appreciate that one because I don't take many contested marks, but a nice pack one to start us off. So yes, a new club over the off-season. I did move from the AFL Football Club, and we do find ourselves down at the Dusties. And to kick things off, there was only, I believe, this and Inverloch v Kilcunda as the only 2 games in Gippsland. So, as I said earlier, a massive crowd. We had, I think, we don't have the official number, but it was an estimation of around 6,000 people. As you can see, they're all packed up on the hill. And being an island home game, there was a lot of pressure. And I mean a lot. That's why I said it twice. There was a lot of pressure on us coming over here. The Dusties last year, although I wasn't involved, they did kick a winning goal, I believe, with a minute to go. But yeah, we have added a lot of arsenal and a lot of firepower to the team. So we were pretty confident going over, but as well, we didn't want to get ahead of ourselves as the star, Mason McGarity, kicks our first goal of the 2026 season. And the aim is this year I will have that scoreboard pop up here and there throughout the game, just so you sort of can follow the game and understand what's going on, because, you know, a 2-hour game getting chopped down to 10 minutes can be hard to follow at times. And whilst we're talking about the filming and the editing, a quick shout out to my new man, I should say, behind the camera. Tane is doing a great job for me this year. So he will be doing the videoing and the editing for these vlogs that you are enjoying, and I'm super pumped to have him on board. And as you can see, he's done an absolutely great job, especially for, I believe it's his first time, so he's only going to get up from here, which honestly, it's going to be hard to do because he's done a great job. So a big shout out to him. To appreciate his work and effort, because what I'm trying to do is trying to get as much football content out to you guys as I can, but we're at the stage where we're running out of time to get all this done. So when I can get the help, it is much appreciated. Now, since it is the first game of the season, it is appropriate to talk a bit about the preseason, a bit about the team and where it's found and so forth. So the Dusties obviously found in the West Gippsland League for those that do follow it. And our preseason was a very, very strong preseason, both individually and as a team. We have a great list, a few really good additions into the team. I believe last year the Dusties finished 5th and may have just been eliminated in the first finals game. But yeah, they've added some firepower. There's a lot of goal kickers up forward now, as you'll see in a moment. Well, actually, we kick a goal here. Very nice handball from Mango. And the reason I laugh is because it was the most blatant throw I'd ever seen. I actually half paused once I got the footy off him. But once I realised it wasn't going to get called, I was like, beautiful. My eyes lit up. Probably put myself under a little bit more pressure than I should have. But thankfully, it went through. But yeah, back to our preseason. It was a huge preseason. We went back, I believe, mid-November. We had a really, really good 4-week block and then had a break over the Christmas. But the boys were just held really accountable individually. They did a lot of top-up running. Our body was feeling great. Obviously, we missed a big chunk of the preseason. The big chunk of the season last year. I just got blown away again. This absolutely killed me. Took everything out of me. All the air. Couldn't breathe. Everything I had in me was gone and I couldn't get up for a minute. Got distracted easily. Anyway, missed a lot of football last year. Only played the 4 games. Obviously got the helmet again this year, but we did a lot of running. And to be fair, it's held us in really good stead going into the season. We felt very, very good throughout our practice match hit-outs. And of course, this hit-out as well. The intensity of football, as everyone would know that plays, is like no other. You could run as much as you want, but as soon as you get out there, you're going to be gassed anyway. So, we definitely felt that towards the end of the game, but that's just how footy is. Now, for the team aspect, we have a lot, and I mean a lot of elite runners. I was actually impressed when I came across. It was blokes just absolutely clicking the K's over, which is great to see because it shows that everyone is on the same page and willing to put that effort in. And there's a really good buy-in and feel at the moment. So hopefully that is a standard that we can just set at and continue to build from there. As Deba, he's getting another feature. I'm not sure if he said he was going to do a 6-7 celebration. I don't think we got it. That's the shame. But he is one of the best blokes you will meet. Bobby, they're one of the nicest blokes you meet. I'm just sitting there in that moment of time. Obviously, I coached for this year, but he was all for that fight, and I was like, this is such out of, like, from what I know of him, such out of character, but I was all for it. Bit of fight. He ended up losing his voice. I think he got a good knee to the throat. So, he was pretty quiet to end the day, but he had a really, really good day. As you can see here, another great forward 50 entry. And Meso again finished with 5 sausage rolls, who you'll hear also partially at the end. We got a bit of an interview that we got through SEN Gippsland, which was very cool. So I've left that in for the end of this, but he goes back and no doubt he puts it through. An absolute deadeye. Kicked 120 odd goals last year. So he knows where the big sticks are. So another valuable addition to the team. Now, this game obviously was getting broadcasted via SEN, and it was also getting through local footy, and they take all the stats. We take a massive hit there, which actually we could have come off pretty bad. Okay. Look, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I was pretty happy with that. Okay, Gibbo goes back, he kicks another goal. And this is on the cusp of halftime, so it was goal for goal. Pretty windy conditions across the ground, blowing towards the camera, as you may hear on the audio here and there, but we're going into the main break, 51-39, so up by a couple of goals, and I tell you what, it was a fierce contest out there. Hot footy, the ball movement, as you can see, Toddy, he's just running gun, absolute star, that bloke. But it was moving, zing around, and I tell you what, I loved every single minute out there. The blokes were getting around, our energy, our pressure, effort on the footy, it was like no other. We were, it's why I love football. You know, you're playing footy with your mates, and when you're up and about, and they're just celebrating everything, there's honestly no other better feeling. As Bamba, he goes back, and this guy, he knows where the goals are as well. He's set for another big year. This bloke, as fit as they come, an absolute beast when it comes to work rate, but also just a booming left foot. And our third quarter run, we had a massive run, 70-39, and that's where we sort of made the gap in the game, which was awesome to see. We get a bit of a fumble, but we find our man Bailey, who's an absolute gun as well. They kicked 1 or 2 to bring it back. They were never going to go away. But yeah, what I actually wanted to say was I was so super anxious for this game. And I mean, like, I slept probably like 3 to 4 hours of interrupted sleep. It was just terrible. I was couldn't get it off my mind. Anyway, there was a poll that went up, or a key matchup of the game, and my mate Boxy, who actually runs the broadcast for this, great bloke by the way, superstar in what he does, but he put up, he's like, hey bud, I'm gonna tag you in this, we'll collab, and we're gonna put you up against Hayden Bruce. And for those that don't know him, this guy's a bloke that just absolutely star at football. Like, there he is in the blonde hair, but he's won the last 2 league BNFs, knows where the footy is, elite user. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, good promotion. This is why I do it. But yeah, and then the polls, like, people were voting, and fair enough. Like, he was smashing me. It was like 68-32%. They're like, who's going to win this matchup? That which I don't, it's whatever. But I was thinking, okay, if there's a moment in this game where I can, just give him something, this is it. And bang! Got him with the tackle. And that is how we finished the game. 91 plays 53. And I was super happy. That is how we got our first dub. And enjoy the song that I knew not one word to, and the post-game interview. See you next week.
Win some, you lose more.
So 38 points is the margin in the end in our Easter Saturday blockbuster here at Phillip Island. We're going to talk about our best player on the ground. We've got a couple of interviews lined up. They'll make their way across here at some point, but we're with you until just before. Yep.
McGarity did kick 5 goals and was the difference scoring-wise, but he doesn't get the football, and as Bodie Motton was farming it out, which it was such a clean game. So not only did he go up against the best midfielder in the competition in Hayden Bruce, 2-time reigning league medalist, He beat him, which is probably the hardest task in the competition. And then he also won the football inside, extracted it to the outside, and won football on the outside. And his delivery inside 50 was just superb. There was countless times where he kicked the ball, penetrating kick from centre wing, and it was dropped inside forward 50, or, they made a meal of it. There could have been, at least 5 to 10 more score involvements for him as well.
Now joining us in the post-game show, thanks to Hip Pocket Workwear in Warragul, Brodie Motton. We haven't met. Nice to meet you,
Nice
mate.
to meet you, mate.
Congratulations on your game today. That was a very, very impressive performance. The physical pressure on your opponents was amazing.
Yeah, we had a good start, good intent. We were talking at quarter time. We probably thought when Phillip Island would win the footy, they were on the outside a little bit too much, so we just had to address that a bit.
Yep.
But yeah, our pressure and our intent on the footy all day was good to see.
Yeah, very, very good indeed. Now you, I know we mentioned in the call, you come from
Yarram
Footy Club, and you did sustain a bit of a nasty head knock last year. You got one early in the game today. I thought, oh, hello, this is bringing back some memories, but you got to your feet and got on with it.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty last year. That's why I rock the helmet from now on.
Yep.
Also from the partner, just to so I can get back out on the park.
Yep.
But ended up
the orange helmet.
Orange helmet,
yeah.
Six
Any
out of it
other
for-
colours, bro? Or what?
It actually helps because my young fella watches me play, so
Yep.
he can sort of point me out, which is good.
Going
But
with the guy in the orange brain bucket. It helps for the commentators too,
Yeah.
I'll say that. So
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I did hear that they were watching today, and they would have been very, very happy. I
Yeah.
think Ollie would have been pumped that
Yeah.
his dad was absolutely dominating. I pumped it up on the socials as well. I put you side by side with the best midfielder in the comp. You went side by side with him today, and you beat him, mate.
He sat him on his backside.
How do you think that feels? And then also you just let him know right at the end there and cut him in half.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, he's a quality player, and he's got that respect around the league. So
Yep.
I was pretty anxious actually once that post went up. I was thinking hopefully I get a kick today, but I just knew if I attacked the footy and hopefully used it well, we'd hopefully go a long way and get the win.
So now, where do you live, mate?
I live in Traralgon.
Traralgon. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's a fair old journey for you today,
Yeah, a
then,
bit of a
wasn't
trip
it?
down, yeah.
Yeah, a
Yep.
good hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, do you get to Warragul much? You would for training.
Yeah, just for trainers, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cruisy, 40 minutes down the highway. And,
Okay. Now, the bloke standing beside you, we'll talk to him in a minute. He'll be a bit disappointed with this after his 5 goals today. But we decided that you are the Hip Pocket Workwear and Warragul Player of the Day.
Beauty.
A $50 voucher
Awesome.
for the Hip Pocket Workwear store in Warragul. Thanks to Jamie and the team. Did you get that photo, Boxy? Very good indeed for your efforts today. Congratulations, mate. A tremendous performance, and we look forward to watching you play for the
Awesome. Thanks
Dusties.
so much.
Just before you go, Bud.
Yeah.
You loved Prime Train last year and the year before. This fella is like Prime Train but better. Bud Designs
We just
on
need a bit of a
Instagram.
mower.
I know you like your Instagram, old fella.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Yeah.
jump on it. That
Yeah.
goal, mate, will probably be on there.
yeah,
goal you
I'll
kicked.
hopefully get it up there early in the
Good
week.
on you.
Just a bit of
Good
me
on you.
time, no real passing there.
Well, we'll make sure we send you the video of you getting the voucher as well.
Yeah.
There.
Thanks,
Make sure
guys.
you
Appreciate it.
shout out
On you,
to
mate.
Hip Pocket Workwear Warragul. That was Brodie Motton, our player of the day today, and the recipient of the Hip Pocket Workwear Warragul $50 voucher for best on ground today.